Hey guys, it is Elwin or Riley, the owner of Relax Entertainment and therefore Robbie's World. And I'm also the voice actor for Robbie, if you couldn't tell. Hi guys, it's me, Robbie. Anyways, so there's some things I want to talk about mainly regarding Robbie's World and regarding just in general, just some things I want to talk about. So this is kind of a serious video, but if you're curious on the state of Robbie's World and the future of Robbie's World, then I recommend watching till the end. I'm just gonna be really truthful here. I have lost a lot of motivation and to work on Robbie's World. In the early days, it was really simple because there wasn't that much of a cast, there wasn't that much of a responsibility, we had barely any subscribers, and it felt just like friends having fun. And when I say this, I'm not implying that it doesn't feel that way anymore. A lot of recordings, especially the lighthearted ones, feel really good to record. But just modern day, I've lacked a lot of motivation to record, edit, make thumbnails, and upload. Most days, I usually actually dread recordings. How recordings work is in the staff server, I do a poll and I ask what days people are available. They usually respond, and on that day we record. On the day of recording, I usually feel really bad. I feel like I just want to get this recording done and over with, compared to the early days where recordings were much of what I looked forward to during that day. So why am I saying this, and does this mean Robbie's World is over? No, it doesn't. I don't plan on ending Robbie's World anytime soon. But I gotta be honest, videos might take longer to come out because of the sheer lack of motivation I have. And the drive I have to work on new things, other things that I feel more proud and motivated to do. Robbie's World has held me back a lot, but it's not all negative. There have been so many series that I've wanted to make or record for that I've just been too busy with Robbie's World to fully pursue. Robbie's World, though, has taught me a lot when it comes to editing and when it comes to how to handle a roleplay. This was really the first ever actual full roleplay I did and was able to successfully get actors for. A lot of my actors show genuine care for the series, and I love that. But while they can, it's really hard for me to also. So the most recent video of Robbie's World was the Season 2 Act 1 finale. Which basically, recently, I've chosen that dividing seasons is a lot more useful. So I've divided them into 2 acts. So, yeah. But the next episode in Robbie's World that's going to come out is the start of Act 2 of Season 2. And I want big things for this episode. I want a musical number at the beginning where Robbie sings a original song, and honestly, I've just lacked motivation to work on that. And to be honest, I've lacked a lot of motivation since the start of Season 2. And you may be asking, well, Riley, why did you start Season 2 then? Well, I felt as if I really needed to, because Season 1 left a lot of things open. It didn't fully finish any of the characters. It didn't tie up every loose end. It left inconsistencies that needed to be solved. And that's why I made Season 2. At the time, I had more motivation than I do now, to be fair. Robbie's world has been surrounded with drama, controversy, most of which private and behind the scenes, which overall has kind of tainted my view on the series, that has left me feeling pretty demotivated to work on it. Most of the drama came from early in the series or last year, mostly to do with actors and impulsive people. In recent events, a lot of things have been happening behind the scenes that have really left me really demotivated. Recently, one of the first actors in Robbie's World was fired because they kept doing impulsive things that I couldn't justify anymore and couldn't put up with. I still remain in contact with them and we talk occasionally, but overall, after that, I've really lost most motivation. The original series was started by me and Bonnie Plays 92, the actor for Bonnie. And even though he's kind of taken a step back from working on the series despite being the co-owner, he's still pretty involved with the series. I would actually like to give a piece of this video just to talk about Bonnie, because he has been so invested and helpful throughout the past 3 years we've known each other. He is the longest remaining Robbie's World actor, and he is probably the longest running friend I've had online. We met in Animatronic World, which, if you don't know what that is, it's a Roblox game. We met on there for our joint love of role-playing and making stories and FNAF stuff. And we were able to bond over that. And I'm afraid that if I end Robbie's World, then me and him wouldn't keep that much in touch anymore, because a lot of our friendship throughout has been regarding Robbie's World and the story behind it and its original iteration, which is different than the Robbie's World we know today. Overall, a lot of other things have tainted my view on the series, like real-life events, and at a point after season 1, I lost a lot of my friends due to drama and other reasons, to the point where I really felt useless, and that was a motive for me wanting to start up season 2, was to bring my friends back, which is very sad to think about, but it's the truth. Also, recent politics and stuff going on in the real world has tainted my view of just life in general, and the idea that really Robbie's World only exists today just to finish its story. And overall, I would like to reach 1,000 subscribers before I end it, but I don't know. I could go on a whole separate rant about how YouTube and its whole algorithm and system is fucked up, to where small creators like me and my friends and people who work genuinely hard on a lot of things they make will never even reach the homepage. And I could go on and on about that, and I might do that in a future episode or video on the Reacts Backstage channel. But that's not what I'm really focused about right now. But as I said in the beginning, I don't plan on ending the series soon, but it might take longer to get videos out, which kind of breaks my whole promise that I made. If we can get to 1,000, I will try really, really hard to be able to fully get a consistent schedule, but I don't really know. But I'm gonna be fully honest for a second. If I could pass on the channel and pass on the series to somebody else, I probably would. Or if I was given the option to cancel the series just then and there and not have to worry about it being unfinished, I would probably do that. Not because I hate the series or anyone involved, but it's just become a burden on my shoulders, and I don't know what the future holds for it, but yeah.